Tenta a pica dos cria. Tenta a pica dos cria.
Bonjour, new moons. I am Josie the Mustang, the Afro-Latina, Regina George of Witches, and you're aligned with the frequency of the Lua Nova podcast. And this is a very happy update. So thanks to many of you, Lua Nova, it's not just growing in subscribers. It is growing in downloads. My downloads have tripled. And also, I have this amazing influx of new tarot clients. I am beyond grateful for this expansion. And with that being said, I put too much dip on my chip. And it means that I need to make a small adjustment to the Friday schedule. So every single Monday, there are brand new episodes of the Lua Nova podcast. That is remaining as is. I am not changing a thing. For many of you, you start your work week out with me by listening to my show, or you start off your workout week with me. And for somebody who has a manifestation related podcast, that means everything to me. That you feel comfortable tuning in to me every week, because that makes you a part of the Lua Nova community. That is why you are the new moons. And the brand new segment, Friday Frequency, was originally going to air every single Friday. However, because I do have an influx of new tarot clients, and I am running the Patreon, and I do need the time and energy to put into Monday's episodes, another podcast running every single Friday is not sustainable. Now, I understand that those episodes are short, but don't get me wrong. I am the type of person who puts a ton of work into everything. I am not going to give you these standard boring, I am so wealthy affirmations. I am actually putting real work into every part of Lua Nova. And sometimes that means I have to step back a little bit and I have to understand that, well, you can't do too much. You have other areas that need your attention. And so with that being said, the Friday Frequency will now air twice a month. For this month, I am not sure of the schedule just yet, but you know what? Let's rewind a little bit. The Friday Frequency will air twice a month. I'm not sure on what days just yet. I do have ideas for the types of affirmations that I'm going to be doing. So just look for those twice a month. I am not taking that away. If you're on Patreon, you already know that I am always uploading affirmations for you. I am always uploading in general for Patreon. And in the future, I'll be adding visuals to the Patreon that will only be for you. But I say all of that to say that all of this expansion is thanks to you. Those of you who have decided to show up for yourselves first, but you're also showing up for me. And because of that, I am able to live my dream. My dream was always to work for myself, and it was always to help people in a way that was authentic to me. And to also keep a legacy going that my great-grandmother began. That has always been important to me because I think that she is a fierce, inspirational woman. And in this day and age, when people are trying to make people like myself feel as though we should be ashamed for who we are, I'm even louder. I'm even more outspoken, and I'm even more so in the forefront. And that is thanks to you. Those of you who are like, I am going to begin to show up for myself and I want to align with people who think like me. That is why this show keeps growing. So first of all, I want to say thank you to you. I know I say that at the end of every single episode, but I'm saying it again. And honestly, this update was more of a thank you than anything else. I also want to say a big, big thank you. A massive, colossal thank you to the Lua Nova team, because you keep me in line. You make sure that I have what I need to keep Lua Nova running smoothly. From making sure that I have my notes in front of me and that they are typed out perfectly, to going through the inbox, because my team, they read all of your emails before they even get to me. And even something like Santiago making sure that the show notes say exactly what I wanted them to say. Every tiny little detail is important to me. Big Virgo energy, duh. So I can't say thank you and I love you to my team enough. And I got more I love yous coming because my loved ones, Eric, first of all, Eric is why I am able to keep this going because he is the biggest champion of Lua Nova. Lua Nova growing to where it is in its physical form is because of Eric. It's because he is constantly working hard behind the scenes and doesn't really get the credit that he deserves for that. And I'm putting this in audio format so that, because I want it to be known that I am 100% appreciative of everything that he's done to make sure that I have what I need. And also to my mother. My mother is constantly telling people, please listen to this show. You need it. My daughter is actually certified to teach you this. You need it. And she's a tarot reader. You need this. And my mother oftentimes credits my abilities as being something that was given to me through just the universe, but I credit it back to my great grandmother, who was her grandmother, and just the fierceness that came from that. Because my mom is the same way. If you think that I am that I don't hold back, my mother is a less censored version of me. Now on the Patreon, you already know that I'm not very censored on there, but that is where I get that side of me from. And so for her to always tell people that would never, you would never even think would come across my show, to tell them, hey, you need to listen to this, or my daughter can help you because she reads tarot and she actually knows what she's doing. That means everything to me. So thank you to my loved ones. And thank you to Hoshi always, because he was the original mascot for Lua Nova. All right, new moons. Every time I bring up Hoshi, I get sad. So I'm going to go now. But obrigada, new moons, for aligning with the frequency of the Lua Nova podcast. You can listen to brand new episodes of the Lua Nova podcast every single Monday. And I have introduced Friday Frequency. Friday Frequency are affirmation only episodes, and those will air twice a month. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the Lua Nova website by going to lua-nova.carrd.co. That is also how you reach out to the Lua Nova team if you would like to work with me or if you want to send in questions, etc. If you want to join the Patreon, you can download the Patreon app, where you can go to, you can go to patreon.com/the Lua Nova podcast. And I will talk to you on Monday. Have a very safe weekend. Ciao.